You're welcome again. Another very important lesson you can learn from Mosquito is observant skill. Observant skill. A mosquito utilizes the sense of sight and smell to assess its hosts, meaning it flies around devoting 27 of its 72 odors receptors to sniffing out blood sources in order to detect chemicals found in the respiration of human. This is further enhanced through visual recognition. It means that mosquitoes are very observant about the environment. They know where they have human, and they know where they have flowers. Don't forget, mosquitoes do not suck human blood alone. Sometimes they find they are living on flowers. We have some species of mosquito, but when it comes to location of human and flowers, they have that sense in order to smell and perceive the odor that this environment we have human, in this environment we have flowers. And how can this be applied to our own daily life? You need to know that one of the very important skills that a success seeker must possess is how to be observant, meaning how to observe the micro environment in order to achieve greatly in the macro environment. So, by observing the local areas, to detect the unsolved problems. And how can you now turn the unsolved problems to opportunities? Because in every area there are unsolved problems. Then it is now left for you to know how can you be observant in order to achieve all this, and while clinching yourself to all the unsolved problems and turn them around to something that can be profitable. In my own area, I have many unsolved problems. In your own area too, you have many unsolved problems. If mosquito can be observant about the micro and the macro environment, then you as a human controlling that you can easily kill mosquito by clapping your two hands together. That means you need to be observant in your area and look around and think about the unsolved problems. Why solving the unsolved problems? That brings you to limelight. That takes you from one level to another. That takes you from unknown to known. So take your time and study environment. Start with the micro environment. The micro environment is where you live, while the macro is when you extend your own findings to the other neighboring environment. Just like when you have your streets is your micro environment, then your local government is the macro environment. So you start from your streets, If you're straight, you find out that okay, some things or that's occupied. Go to the other streets, and the other. Before you know, you gather facts. Then you think about how can you solve the unsolved problems. Learn from Mosquito. Apart from that, the next one that you can learn from Mosquito is how to choose the right time. This is a powerful lesson. Choosing the right time is very difficult, almost for everyone. Some will tell you God's time is the best. How do you locate, recognize, know God's time in your life? Now, how do you know the right time to launch your idea? But let me take you back to mosquito. Like many of us, most mosquitoes cannot manage the heat and then to be at rest in a cool environment. That means they will need to fly and feed during dawn and dusk, although they may still bite if being disturbed. Some species among the mosquitoes are known to fly and feed during the daytime if possible. Whatever the case, mosquitoes know the right time to feed as the lives of their future offspring depends on the mother mosquito. What can you learn from this? It means sometimes rarely will you see mosquito biting you by daytime. Rarely. I'm not saying it does not occur. And there are some sensitive parts in our body but mosquito don't have access to, no matter how. If at all you open your body while sleeping, there are some very important or sensitive places in your body that mosquito don't bite. Also, they don't suck blood from those areas. How? This is how to get that fact because mosquito is looking for vein in your body, not flesh alone. So to locate the vein, all you need to see that there are some places in your body that rarely will you find a vein passing across. So that means in such areas, mosquito will never bite you from that area. So mosquito knows the right time and it knows how to locate the vein. So it means that if mosquito as a unit does not bite by daytime, they know the actual time that man will be at rest, especially they come by what? By night. That means mosquito knows much about the viable time to strike, meaning that is time management. So you as a person, you have many ideas, but you don't know how to launch them. Think about the time, the right place, the right avenue, the right occasion to launch such. Because success demands the right time, knowing the right time to do the right thing, give way to such an idea before people can key into such. When you launch your idea in the right place at the right time, people will easily key into such. If an idea is fantastic and it is wrongly placed at the wrong time, all efforts spent on such an idea will be fruitless, because mosquito will never come by daytime, because they know that you are not sleeping by that time. They know you have access, you can easily view and see them. So while coming by night, they know that by that time you will be at rest. And when they come, they approach you, they bite and suck your blood in order to get iron and the necessary nutrients, protein from your body. So at this junction, take your time and look at what you are doing. Are you setting the platform at the right time? Are you doing what you are doing now at the right time? Or what you are meant to do? Or what you have abandoned? Or what you have done in the past that is not yielding success? Did you actually consider the right time before doing such? If yes, you know. If no, then you have answer to that. Learn from mosquito that mosquito knows the right time to bite. So you as a person, don't forget that mosquito is looking for survivor. You as a person, you have to identify the right time, choose the right time for what you have in mind. Apart from that, we can also learn from mosquito another skill called adaptable skill. Adaptable. Mosquitoes have the ability and skill to adapt to any environment. Once there is standing water, once there is stagnant or standing water, mosquito will adapt in that environment. In one of my teachings, I've also mentioned about how you can stay for 24 hours without light. How can you cope? And I highlighted some steps and some other things that you can do. So it means that if mosquitoes are adaptable, are you also adaptable? Mosquito can survive in any environment, especially when you have standing stagnant water. What lesson can you learn from this? If you want to be relevant in everything that you lay your hands on, you need to be adaptable. That means to blend yourself to all seasons. That is, to get your nail stitched to the right wood. Don't forget, blend yourself to all seasons. There are many seasons in life that you will have thought about. But now, how can you be adaptable to each of these seasons? If you don't know how to be adaptable to each of these seasons, take your time as you are learning from mosquito that mosquito can survive in any environment, especially standing water. So it means that you as a human, you need to blend yourself to all seasons. The season of hardship, how can you blend yourself to that? Then when hardship comes, how can you think away from that? With my own pilot study, I have discovered that no human being can survive in life except if that person is facing one challenge or the other. If all things being equal for you as a human, you can be successful, but you may not be an achiever. There's a difference between a successful person and an achiever. Let me take you back to what you are familiar with. If you go back to, let me say, higher institutions, you recall or discover that those who are making first class are never the children of the rich. Rather, they are the children of the average family or the poor. But the rich children, children from the rich, because everything is available at their disposal, they can't think. They can't do more than what they have. But somebody who is coming from a poor background will be thinking, how can I use this tool of education to make my family known to the world? So think about that. It means that for you to be successful and to be an achiever, you need to learn and blend yourself to any situation, especially hard times. And also, when things are flourishing, blend yourself to that. So you learn from Mosquito. Then another lesson that you can learn from Mosquito is how to use appropriate research tools, techniques, and methodologies to achieve all your aspirations, objectives, aims, goals. When you look at human, normally we don't want mosquito in our environments. And we have adopted many strategies. That is to spray some things that can repel mosquito around us. Also, we also have many strategies by having mosquito nets, mosquito catcher, insecticides. We have mosquito coil, and many more. All these, we are just looking for a way to protect ourselves from mosquito. However, these work only for a short time, and some are even effective than others. But the plague of mosquito still remains, because the plague of mosquito remains. That means mosquito, they know how to hide themselves using the appropriate tools to protect, to perceive such repellent that you have used against them. Wow, what a fantastic lesson from mosquito. I want to give an applause to mosquito here, and I'm saying pa pa pa. If mosquito can protect themselves from your own attack, how are you protective when it comes to an attack, either from your known enemy or the unknown enemy? And in this area, I want to introduce you to a book called The Art of War, written by Sun Tzu. Go and read that book. When you read the book, you learn fantastic strategies about how to win war. War here does not mean shooting aside, using bomb, rockets, all sorts of war tools. No, how to strategically win war without using any tool. So Mosquito knows how to be protective in order for them not to be killed at any point in time. So when you want to use this want to apply this to your own personal life, it means that you need to use the right mechanism, which is very important for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. As the world is evolving technologically, you need to ask yourself, how vibrant are you in following the trend of life? As the world is changing every second from one technology to another. Therefore, for you to be successful, especially at this present time and beyond, you need to use the right technology to win the war of life. Life is so frustrating. The kind of war that we are having now is a metaphysical war that challenges your brain, and also it challenges you to be up and doing, especially to be technological smart. So it means using the right tools, techniques, methodologies in order to achieve what it takes in the present situation. If Mosquito can be protective in order not to be killed, how protective are you when it comes to this contemporary world? Protective here does not mean you are using iron elements or wearing iron clothes, meaning any knowledge you have, how are you protecting the knowledge and thinking about how the knowledge can be facilitated around other people for them to get the right knowledge from you. So, my dear listeners, learn from Mosquito.